all this Devil May Cry content I've been making, and Death Battle whips out a new episode with Dante vs. Clive from Final Fantasy XVI. What are the odds? I gave the episode a look and I gotta say,
oh, bullshit, dude!
With respect, I mean. I don't want to undersell Clive's abilities. While I got mixed feelings about the game itself, I did like him as a character. And the notion of absorbing numerous dominant powers and mixing them up is super badass. Is it really enough to compete with Dante? I'm not so sure. Let me say it here and now that judging fantasy characters of this caliber is touchy as hell. Powers and abilities are all over the place based on the situation. Someone may be dropping nukes all casually one minute. Next, they're throwing glorified firecrackers for the sake of a dramatic moment. Still, there's enough to reach a consensus. The idea that Clive is on par with Dante is ridiculous. In their base forms, Dante's speed, strength, and reflexes run laps around the man. That's not meant as a criticism. Clive is still fundamentally human. He has human limits. Not to mention Clive's dominant powers have cooldowns, making them even less reliable. They narrow the gap, but with Dante's double arms and styles to complement his strength, he still carries the edge. So outside of their advanced forms, the Pizza Man wins, hands down. Once Ifrit Risen and Sin Devil Trigger are involved, the argument gets dicey. I can see Ifrit rivaling even Sin Devil Trigger in terms of brute strength. Death Battle itself argued as much. What they say makes the difference is that Clive can maintain his final form far longer. Thus, he carries the win through endurance. I can't agree with that. If we get technical in gameplay, Clive doesn't get to choose when he uses Ifrit's power. That's limited to a very select few boss battles. Every other fight, he can only use the base dominant abilities. You may think that's splitting hairs, fair enough, but Death Battle does the same thing when they say Dante would run out of gas first. Considering taking damage increases the Devil Trigger gauge, getting hurt only plays to his advantage. Devil Trigger isn't as limiting as they make it sound. Applying gameplay limits is always a testy thing in these sorts of conversations. But what really puts this decision to shame is the idea that Clive can keep up with Dante's movements. Check this out from DMC5. That fury moves nigh instantaneously, even if you argue the thing slows down while going for the attack. This is Dante in his base human form, before absorbing the Sparta. And consider Devil Trigger enhances all his skills. And the fact Dante can tank far more damage than Clive can. Realistically, Clive would struggle to land a hit on Dante while they're going all out. I don't buy that Ifrit can match his reaction time, not with all examples considered. I do agree it's very close, but Dante's power is simply too diverse and too ridiculous to have come up short. Or maybe I'm letting my own bias get in the way. What do you guys think?